Hey, it's Dawn Thornton, aka the Diva Coach, and I got next.
You next up and you ain't been on SportsLifeTalk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit them up. Look, you breaking next and you up next. Kings and queens go hard. Rising star on the big scene, make them know who you are. You don't break a sweat, don't settle for less. They put you through that test, your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, ready, set, go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote.
SLT Nation, welcome back to another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next, a platform that gives exposure to the voices of tomorrow. We're talking to rising stars in our coaching and athletic community. We're talking about individuals who are doing big things and living out big dreams. And today, Hey, you gotta be a diva today. You know what I'm saying? We got us one of the dopest HBCU coaches on the planet. Oh my goodness. I don't know how we pull this off. UAPB represent Coach Dawn Thornton in the building. How you feeling today, Coach?
Hey, I'm good. Mouth of the South. They used to call me that in high school.
Oh, that's where I got it from.
No, I'm doing good. Thank y'all so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Hey, we so happy to have you on because after doing some research, you have a lot to say. You got a lot to say, and this story needs to be told. So, for everybody, if this is your first time watching the show, welcome to the program. Thank you so much. We know you could have been anywhere else, but you chose to rock with us. I am your host, the mouth of the South B. Jones, the Louisiana, Mr. Yeet himself. I'm rocking alongside my brother from another mother, my partner in crime, the head coach, KT. Kev, how you feeling today, man?
B. Jones, I am great. We got a great coach on. And when I ask her the question about her theme song, if she doesn't say this one song, B. Jones, I'm gonna be really upset.
Okay.
So let's go.
Yep. Because I got a couple of songs that come to mind too that I want to do here while we rock it with them. But listen, before we get to the show, we gotta pay the bills. That's right. You know, Callaway High School class of I don't know what class it was.
Class of 2000.
Okay, class of 2000, Jackson, Mississippi. All of y'all who are tuning in with us right now, Pine Bluff, Arkansas, we got to ask y'all, we got to pay the bills. We got to ask a small favor of you. Actually, two favors. Won't cost you a penny, but we need to keep growing the show, and we need to keep this awesome momentum of 2022. Although it's almost over, Kevin, can you believe it? Season 2 of You Got Next is almost over, but man, so many things are happening, so many blessings, so many amazing guests like the one we got today. But in order for us to keep this thing going, we need your help. So on the count of 3 in Sports Life Talk tradition, we're going to ask you to do 2 things. The first one, smash the like button so this show can be shown to people who may not even know about it, right? It'll go worldwide. And 2, we need you to stick around and become a part of our family. We don't do fans. We don't do followers. We do family members. And by smashing that subscribe button, you become the newest member of our SLT family. Coach Dawn Thornton, are your folks ready to lock in with us? Can they do those 2 small favors for us?
Hey, I'm gonna send the Diva Hive. I'm gonna send it to you. I got you.
All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Welcome to the SLT family. We are so glad to be here. Go check out over 280 episodes of You Got Next. Well, I'm telling y'all, we've been putting it in. We got a little something for everybody, but hey, buckle up because a diva is a female version of a hustler, of a hustler. Yeah, let's go. Coach Diva in the building. All right, it's time for the Sports Life Talk initiation.
All right, Coach, initiate you into the SLT family. You got to give us your top 5 music artists.
Top 5 music artists. Wow. So look, I'm gonna go with Beyonce. I'm gonna go with Beyonce. I'm gonna go with Jamie Foxx. I'm gonna go with Chrisette Michele.
Ooh, my wife is a big Chrisette Michele fan.
I'm gonna go with Gerald Levert.
Ooh.
And
Teddy Bear, okay.
And I'm gonna roll with Meek Mills.
Well, I want to say something about the Jamie Foxx that you said. That Unpredictable album is a top 5 R&B album. If people sleeping on it, you need to go check it out.
Yes, it's still busting right now today.
Yes, it is. So, B. Jones, you know what, man? I hope your fingers ready. I hope your fingers ready.
I'm ready, man. What you
doing? She said Chrisette Michele. Give her 8. Give her 8.
Ooh, we gonna go broke.
We giving all the money out. Give her 8.
Yeah, dog. Add them up.
And what's funny, I was listening to Gerald Levert the other day. The what is it? And it's funny you should call today.
Yeah.
We want people to stick around.
But I'm talking about old.
No, we can go with Levert Casanova. We can go there too. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that Casanova,
like,
boy.
Yeah. Well, she said brother. We threw her brothers in there, but okay. All right, so give us your favorite sports teams.
I don't really have favorite sports teams. I think that in the NBA, my favorite team of all time, Boston Celtics. That 2010 championship team, 2008 championship team. I think they ran it back to back. Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, that group, that whole little group right there, that they were really, really special. So I'm a Boston Celtics fan. If I had to ride the new wave, I'm gonna roll with Golden State. I love the Vegas Aces. And I guess I'm gonna go with. I'm from Mississippi, so I guess I'm gonna go with the Saints. So I just like great programs.
Who that?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Saints.
Coach, I'm gonna give you one though. I'm gonna give you one. Please. It's gonna be a long season. I know you'll be hooping, you'll be coaching, and you probably won't have much time. But you gotta check out these New Orleans Pelicans. We're looking good, Coach.
Okay, gotcha.
The Pelicans, and that's Mississippi adopted the New Orleans team. So
right.
Hey, you gotta check out. You gotta check out these Pelicans. I'm telling you, they real. They real.
I'm gonna put my eyes on them.
The Saints. I think I know how this episode gonna go for me. All right, so who is your favorite superhero and why?
I think it's Superman because he's one of the guys that works the blue collar job, has a regular job, and nobody really knows who he is. And he's like this nerd. He's real incognito, and then boom, he understands when his time is needed. You got to put the cape on. You got to perform, and then you got to go back to work. So I'm going to go with Superman.
I'm glad that you mentioned that nobody knows who he is. So we've talked about this on several episodes now, that the people of Metropolis, they're not educated. Something's not going right because all he does is take his glasses off, and he's a different person. They can't recognize him.
And go on a phone booth. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you something else, Kevin. I noticed that something happened different with his hair, too, though. It's like he get a little bang that come down or something like that.
Okay, B. Jones, really? So that little curl just
so quite.
Yeah, leave it alone. All right, so since every good superhero needs their own theme music, what would your theme song be?
I know y'all want me to pick Diva by Beyonce. That's it. That does it for me. But what transforms me is dreams and nightmares.
Man, that must be the coaching anthem.
Yeah, that's the coaching anthem. Because we just had
that must be the coaching anthem. That's about the
same thing.
Hey, that song now get you lit though. I give it to you.
I want to walk up the tunnel and hear it. When I used to be the head coach at Prairie View, the DJ knew when I was coming up the ramp every game to play it. And I just called my DJ 2 days ago, telling him we finna turn up for tomorrow. So yeah, that's my song.
Yeah.
Now, Kevin, how many head coaches got DJs? You know what I'm saying? That's how they do it out there at UAPB.
Hey, look, we gonna change the game. We gonna have an entry song for the coach at UAPB. That's what we gonna do. That's what we doing.
Man, B. Jones, we got to make our way down there, man. I know it's crunk. I know we
coming to SMU too.
Kevin,
so,
I can't go.
Y'all can just drop by, stop by.
When are y'all coming to SMU? Because we're there.
November 29th. I'll make sure we follow up with that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be there. SLT will be in the building. Dallas Fort Worth, September the 29th. We are going to the November 29th. We're going to the SMU UAPB game. So we're gonna show up. We're gonna be thicker than peanut butter in that thing. So we coming.
All right. So the SLT family has added another family member. So B Jones, go ahead and take it away, man.
Hey, that dreams and nightmares cold, but I keep that Beyonce Diva is a female. Hey, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all gonna lock in with her right now at Diva Coach UAPB on Twitter and on Instagram, especially on Instagram. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all right now that is not just a name. That is a lifestyle. Do y'all understand me? All right, Coach. Now you talked about coming up out of Callaway and Jackson, Mississippi. The SIP. Hey, I know it's some hoopers coming from that part of the world. A lot of athletic capabilities and talent come from there. So tell us a little bit about growing up in Mississippi and when did you fall in love with basketball?
I grew up in a basketball era in Jackson where, we had kids that were being recruited from everywhere, all over the country. I played against Tamika Reed, the head women's basketball coach at at Jackson State. She played at Merle. So it was just that level of talent, that level of camaraderie, it was there. They had players to leave there to go LSU, Georgia, La Tech, all during my era, my 4 years when I was in college. So it was a great opportunity for anybody who loved college basketball. For high school basketball, that was the time that you wanted to be around. So every game felt like a big rivalry game. I knew I wanted to play basketball, and I fell in love with basketball late. I didn't start playing basketball to the 8th grade, and I wasn't good. And but I was tall, so because I was tall, my dad was like, "Look, you gonna go play basketball." Well, Dad, I really don't want to play basketball. I really want to be a dancer. I want to do cheer and dance and do the all that. I want to do all of that stuff. And he's like, "No, you gonna go play basketball." So, and you can do dance after. And I was like, "Okay, now I can't really dance either." So I was like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna play basketball." And the crazy part about it is, I got teased so much for being so tall and not good. I just wasn't good at all, but I knew that it was in me, and I really worked very hard to try to have a great career in basketball. And I can honestly say it's been rewarding for me and the best decision that I've ever made in my life.
How tall are you, Coach?
I was just
6'2.5".
Oh, so B Jones, we rock with her. I got to wear my Jordan with the thick soles, man.
I don't stand a chance even with them.
Well, that's just not on game day, because on game day I'm gonna have the 5-inch heels. So
you coming that thing like Zion on game day? You 6'6". You 6'.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm 6'2", Coach. So you got me. So all right.
All right. So it's funny you brought up Coach Reed. I apologize. I'm sitting up here just enjoying you like a fan right now, because I'm just like them, right? I'm enamored by you. But yeah, we had Tamika Reed actually on the show, and that's an interesting relationship. So you and her go back. So is there still some competitive juices that run between you two, considering that y'all both holding it down for the HBCUs?
Absolutely. Tamika and I were really good friends growing up in high school. I tell a joke all the time. So I had this best friend that we grew up with in church, and she was, we've been friends since we were kindergarten, and we went to middle school with each other and went to church and grew up in Girl Scout and everything. And then my best friend went to Murrah, and I went to Callaway, and I thought she was gonna go to Callaway with me because we lived in the same district. Well, she go to Murrah and she starts hanging around with Coach Reed. And next thing I know, she don't have time for me no more, because her and Coach Reed too busy riding around. And Coach Reed's mama Cadillac. And Coach Reed got the DeVille Cadillac in the 10th, 11th grade. And it was maroon and with leather seats. And she took my best friend right up under my, slid right from under my fingers. But now that's a joke we always tell to each other. But yeah, Tamika and I have a great relationship with each other. We've been knowing each other for a very, 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 very long time in this business. And outside the business, to be honest with you.
And what's unique is that you actually played at Jackson State for 2 years. She's coaching at Jackson State. So that thing is kind of crazy. So let's talk a little bit about your coaching journey. When did that flip switch, right? When did you recognize and say, hey, you know what? I love basketball so much. And although, that 8th grade is still inside of me, I'm not going to be able to take this thing to the next level, right? But I want to help people and give back and still be around the game I love. When did you kind of, transform into that head coach or into that coaching?
As soon as I started playing basketball in 8th grade, I had a lot of teammates that didn't come from the same type of background that looked like mine. And I saw how transformational my coaches were with them in their lives and being sure that they can kind of help them. And I knew that basketball was something that I loved and that I was passionate about, as well as my teammates. And I saw how my coaches impacted those lives of those young women. And I wanted to be that same person. I wanted to be that coach that would help transform lives. But I think what has made me more relatable is I understand that people that go through things, and you can't always control your surroundings and your background and where you come from and your upbringing. And then I give a lot of love to my kids for them to understand that it's okay where you come from. It's okay that you didn't have it, when you got here, but you're going to have me and you're going to have my staff. We're going to have your back, and we're going to love on you, and we're going to let you know that basketball isn't the only thing and the only reason why you're here. I'm bringing you to be a part of my family. And so that's just who I am and what I've always been and what I've always stood for.
Kevin, I want to go to UAPB now all of a sudden, huh?
Yeah, I need to go get my master's or something from there and just.
I'm trying to tell you, man. All right, Coach. So if anybody, because we all coming November the 29th, we locking it in. What can we expect to see when the UAPB Lions hit the floor? What can I expect to see out of a Dawn Thornton coached basketball team?
Well, like I said, you can see a lot of excitement. Our young ladies are really intentional about celebrating with each other and wanting to see their teammates be successful. So, we are always a fire team that's full of excitement and full of energy. I'm a little candid on the sideline from time to time too. So, you can expect a few laughs and giggles from me. So I think that, we tried to take away the not really the seriousness, because I don't want you to think that it's not that, but my team definitely believes that we can have a good time and have fun and win. We want to make sure that we're having a great time. So that's what you're going to see. A lot of excitement and a lot of fun.
I can see the fun, Kevin, but I also can see the fire. Something underneath me feel like there's a dragon underneath that red hoodie, Coach. Are we gonna see some chewing or some fire, on that sideline?
Yeah, but this is a team that I haven't had to really do that. 5 years ago, I was the in your face, do what I asked you to do, or sit down. Now I'm just gonna sit down because you already know. You already know. So I hadn't really had to do much of that with this team that I have this year. So I'm thankful for that. But if I need to, I will. If I need to put the cake on, I will.
So Coach, you actually had some success. You still having success. I mean, I'm looking at your 15-year career, but even more than that, you won HBCU Coaches of the Year. You went to tournaments. You had a lot of success. What do you attribute that success to, Coach? Is there a Dawn Thornton blueprint, or is that some secret sauce that you're doing on an annual basis that ensures the success, regardless if college is one of those things that no roster stays the same. There's no free agency. Well, I guess now you got the transfer portal, but every year you got to bring in new kids and you got to groom them up in the system and the culture, and you got to keep, wash, rinse, and repeat. So what has been that formula, that secret sauce that you've been using to have this success over the past, 10 to 12 years?
I don't ever want to be the type of person who would brag about anything. So that's not who I am. But prior to coming to UAPB at Prairie View and, even at Jacksonville University, anywhere where you have resources, you're going to find a team that can win. And so we had the resources. It was whatever you need, coach, to go out to make it happen. Go out and make it happen, and we got your back, and we're going to support you. I think that the success and that the product that you all are starting to see from UAPB now, as I enter into my 4th year, is because we have a new athletic director, we have resources. And so you're going to see a different product on the floor when you have the resources behind you. We have 11 new players on the team, and 9 of the 11 came out of the portal. And we got some high major 5-star, 4-star, 3-star kids that would never have set foot on this campus 5 years ago to come and even consider taking an official visit to UAPB. So for us to be able to have the type of team that we have this year, that's just a product of us being able to be more resourceful and to be able to go out and get the type of athletes that we need. So that's why UAPB is who they are now, because we're starting to get more resources.
Kevin, did I ever tell you I thought I was going to go to UAPB on one day?
No, you didn't.
I was a little kid, man. Tell them, Coach, UAPB used to come. I don't know if they still do it, but they used to come to the Independence Bowl in Shreveport, Louisiana. Every year, and they used to play Grambling. It used to be an annual game. I was a little kid. I used to go out there to the game. They give out free tickets to the youth, and I swear I was like, man, I'm going to UAPB. I just thought the band, and this was football, of course, but it brings me to my question, right? HBCUs. It has become, first off, it's been a beautiful thing, but now it's becoming in the spotlight, right? Dion and some other big names have started to really, Tamika Reeds of the world, right? And I could go a laundry list of amazing HBCU coaches and personalities that have been lifting the game up over the past few years. But Coach Dawn, what do you think needs to happen in order for the HBCU to really get its roses and its respect and to start? Because it kind of upsets me a little bit when I see the HBCU or the SWAC champion get a 14 seed or a 15 seed or barely get in the tournament. I'm like, come on now. They better than that. Why can't our division champions get better rankings and better seeds in the tournaments than that?
Right. I think that one thing that the NCAA has to really and truly understand is we have to go and play these Power 5 schools to bring in revenue to our schools, to pay for track, volleyball, softball, and baseball. We have to do that. And that means we may have to go and play a top 25 team in the country, maybe 1 or 2 times. We're opening up with Arkansas tomorrow. We're going to go and play Miami. We're going to go and play Cal. We're going to play all these schools. And then you go back and then you look at our record and then you put us at a 14 or 15 seed. When the truth of the matter is no team that's in the tournament plays the type of schedule that we play. I mean, think about it. If you are Arkansas right now, the Razorbacks, and they come into the tournament and they get a 12 or 11 or 12 seed, and they probably get a higher seed than that. But they play us, Central Arkansas, Euler. They open up with the scrimmage versus Fort Smith. But they're going to play all of these teams. That's going to give them a 20-game winning season at the end of the year. I
was just about to say, they finished 20-15.
Right, but we're gonna go and play teams to make sure that we can bring in $100,000, and that doesn't matter who it is that we're playing. Our men's basketball team last year brought in over $750,000 off of guarantee money to help offset, costs in the athletic department. So it will never be fair until they actually go and actually start looking at that.
And they don't want to look at that.
Or what they could do is send 2 teams from our conference, like they do on the Power 5 with the Power 5.
That's right.
So they could start sending 2, and then that really kind of gives us an even playing field a little bit better. But I think if we're going to evolve to something, they should send 2 from the conference.
I agree.
Let me say this real quick before we do championship rounds, B. Jones. If Coach Reed could have pulled off that upset of LSU,
and she almost did it.
Boy, that'd have been huge for the HBCUs. That would have been huge.
It's coming. The men have done it before. The men are doing it. It's coming. Whatever team is going to be, it's coming. It's just going to take some time because, like I said, when I tell my kids, in order to beat a team like that, you got to have a perfect game because you got to make sure that the officials don't have their hand in it. Not to say that they're going to call it a different way, but to make sure that there's no doubt that if it is a questionable call or not.
Well, let's just be real. It's in these head. These referees are humans just like us. And I'm not saying that they have favoritism, but they kind of know what benefits the league, right? They know what's going to be beneficial. They know that an LSU moving forward is going to be more beneficial to the ratings and stuff versus a Jackson State. Let's just be honest, right? So you're right. You got to go and play a perfect game because you're going to get the 𝐿𝐴 calls. You get what I'm saying? The Nick Saban calls. It's just going to happen. But it's time for me to get some of these Nick Saban calls right now. Coach Dawn Thornton, welcome to the championship rounds. This is a part of the show where Kevin and I, we go against each other. You are now officially calling all the shots, all right? Have you ever played a game called Would You Rather before?
I have.
All right, so it's very simple. Both Kevin and I will present to you an option. You select one of those options. Whichever one you select, that host gains a point. The first host get 2 points, or the best out of 3 will win this episode's game of championship rounds. And just to let you know, Coach, I'm on a roll.
Okay.
That's why I brought this lucky old gold out. I said, I gotta go UAP. I should have been a lion. You know what I mean? That's the way. So let's do. Yeah, that's all I needed to hear. You got me. Let's go. Round number 1. Coach Dawn Thornton, would you rather coach a player that became a coach and won a ring and says, you know what? Everything I learned was under the Dawn Thornton playbook. I learned how to be a head coach, and all of my expertise come from Dawn Thornton. Or
did you want to add anything else to that, B. Jones? Good grief.
No, I just wanted to explain it.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, you.
Yeah, okay. Coach a player that became a Hall of Famer, and in the Hall of Fame speech tell you that they wouldn't be here if it weren't for you and your guidance.
Oh. I'm going to go with the Hall of Fame because I don't have any Hall of Famers. I got some players that's coaches now that thank me all the time, but I'm going to go with the Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he did. That was the wrong answer, Coach. That was the wrong answer.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try it again. Come on, we got next.
All right, we got round two. All right, here we go.
Would you rather have Nike give you your own clothing line, the Diva clothing line, where the proceeds go to multiple basketball and academic scholarships in your name, or
during the off season, during your downtime, would you rather have Nike pay for an elite basketball camp in which you get to travel around the country educating elementary and middle school young ladies and influencing them to get out and play the sport of basketball?
I'm going
so you can
with
talk
camp.
to that.
I'm going with camp. I want to inspire, serve, and motivate the community. I'm going with camp.
I knew you would. Because that's the kind of diva we got on this thing. You know what I'm saying? All right, round number 3 and the final round. It's a tiebreaker. Oh, Kevin, I know you're over there sweating bullets, pimping. Here we go. Would you rather host a YouTube basketball pickup series where you get to interview athletes, professional athletes all around the country while playing basketball in the gyms that they grew up in? All right. So that means you get to go interview Kevin Durant while playing basketball one-on-one with Kevin Durant in his hometown gym, or
host your own cooking show where you interview athletes and celebrities as they take you to their favorite places to eat in their hometowns, and you're not doing the cooking, you got a celebrity cook that's doing it for you.
Y'all cheated. Y'all cheating on me. I'm going with the cooking show because I love to cook.
But he said you don't get to cook. He said you don't get to cook.
She going with the cooking show,
because I love to cook. Let me tell you, it's true story, serious, and I ain't gonna hold you long. If I wasn't coaching, I own my own restaurant and go to culinary school. I'm going with cooking.
Thank you, Coach, so much. I was on a losing streak to this joker, and I could not stand another loss. The champ is here. Oh, how I've missed you. I've missed you so much.
I'm so sorry.
No, there's nothing to apologize.
No, it's okay. I'm finna go take this off, put on my Arkansas hoodie here in a minute, man.
Oh man, I forgot how this felt.
Hey, I know I had three in a row, Coach. You was gonna make number 4. God, dog. All All right. Well, congratulations, Kevin. You back in the W column. You back in the W column, sir. All right, Coach. Well, the title of the show is Sports Life Talks. You got next. It's all about the future. We all locking in with the diva of the HBCUs, the diva of the SWAC right now. So tell us, what does the future hold for you, short term and long term, Coach?
I want to be able to coach basketball as long as God gives me an opportunity to pour into young women. This is something that I would do for free. And I really and truly mean that. And so I just want to just keep doing it as long as I possibly can. I love what I do. I love being able to work around great people. My staff is wonderful. My administration, it's just a perfect situation for me right now. And with my husband coaching college football, UAPB gives me an opportunity to be a mom, a wife, and a coach. And so I just enjoy that. And, you know, who knows what God has for me in the next 4 or 5 years. I'm going to just do this thing until, you know, he tells me that there's a different assignment for me or there's a new place to go. But this is just me, and I'm okay with that. I don't have to try to chase the wave.
Coach, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. I'm pushing it, but tell the world, what is a hope dealer? I saw that you are a hope dealer. What is a hope dealer, Coach? Give us that. A
hope dealer is I'm the coach that's going to allow you to be yourself, and for you to really and truly understand your place and your purpose and your calling to your gift. Give you an opportunity to operate in that gift. Is something that a lot of our student athletes don't get an opportunity to do. So, you know, I like to think that I make dreams come true for young women and through the game of basketball. So, you know, I like to think that I can pass out moments of inspiration and hope to them for them to be able to be the best version of them that they can be and have that fire back in their eyes.
That's amazing.
I'll come play for you. Can I throw a wig on?
I'm trying to tell you. Juana man over here. You straight up. That reference too old.
Golly. You know, that dude that played him is like 63 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. All right, Coach. So do you have any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, I always shout out to my husband, Coach Cedric Thornton. Hey, boo. That's my boo. And, you know, just my staff, they do a wonderful job. They make it look easy for me. It's really all of them. And so Coach Bell, Coach Meelan, Coach Bree, I really and truly love them. And I just my village, just everybody that's around me that pours into me, that helps me become the best version that I can be every single day. Jackson, Mississippi, stand up. You know, I would shout out Jackson State, but I can't. But my DI love crew. See, my DI love people, they always support me until I play Jackson. But I love y'all anyway. And I just thank y'all so much for having me. Thank you, Sports Life Talk, for having me. And anytime I can get on the show, I'd love to be here with you all.
Okay, we're going to hold you to that.
Don't threaten us with a good time, Coach.
All right, so this is a part of the show where you get a chance to call the person that you think should have next. Tell them, hey, I got a chance to rock with B. Jones and KT. I told them my story. I want you to do the same thing. With that said, Coach, who are you nominating?
You are in Dallas, Texas, so you need to go out and reach out to Toyelle Monique Wilson, the head women's basketball coach at SMU, who started her coaching career at an HBCU at Prairie View, and she would be wonderful to be able to spotlight and highlight.
So here's what's funny about that. We've actually reached out to her. I talked to her through text, but we got disconnected. So, Coach Thornton, we need for you to reach out to her for us so we can.
I got you.
All right, Coach Wilson, you are officially on the clock, and this time it's serious. It's serious. We own you now. All right, Coach Dawn Thornton. Hey, you are amazing. You're a trailblazer. Your energy is infectious. I'm telling you, you're heartwarming, and you truly, truly embody the definition of you got next. We appreciate you for joining the show. Dawn Thornton, you got next. Sports Life Talk Nation. Oops, we did it again. I'm telling you, I love doing this show. I can't wait to watch this one back because, hey, Coach Thornton is amazing. We appreciate y'all hanging around with us. Listen, we got a couple of things. Look, you know, what they call it? Well, at the end of church, Kevin, where they got to make the final announcements.
Benediction.
The benediction. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. So, listen, this is your last chance. Please, please, please hit that, smash that subscribe button. Become a part of our family. Come hang out with us. We're doing amazing things. And I'm telling y'all, 2023 is about to be lit. We got so many activities, we going out. We going to be on the streets more. I'm telling y'all, this thing is finna get crazy. So we want y'all to come rock with us. Come be a part of our family. Hey, go to our IG page at Sports Life Talk. Tag in 5 friends to the show. We sending out some free free Sports Life Talk t-shirts to anybody that does so. Just send us your address, let us know where you're at, and we're gonna shoot you some love. And come rock with us. Every Wednesday night we go live. It's an interactive show with the family. We stream live on YouTube, so if you smash that subscribe button, guess what? You in there like swimwear. We interact with the comments and stuff like that. So it's a great show every Wednesday night, 8:00 p.m. Central Standard Time, and it is on YouTube. And then lastly, share this show. Share this show with somebody else, because somebody else out there, it's an 8th grader out there who tall. They need to know that journey. They need to know what that path looks like for them. And you are single-handedly responsible for getting this message to them. So, Kevin, what am I missing, man? I know you over there smiling like the cat that just ate the canary because you got to win.
Real good over here, B. Jones. I finally beat your butt. Coach, thank you so much for rocking with us. Whatever you need from us, you got 2 brothers here in Dallas, and we can't wait to see you and your team on November 29th.
All right, Coach, I just got one last thing. We got one last thing, Coach. Tomorrow is the opening season day. You got Arkansas. What we wearing? What the Diva? Because you ain't showed them the Diva on this show. What is the Diva wearing tomorrow night? What the outfit gonna look like tomorrow night?
Hey, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. So just know that we're gonna post it. It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy. Hey, well, that Diva is a female version of a hustler.
We're gonna make a statement tomorrow.
Let's make a statement.
Yes.
Sports Life Talk Nation, we love y'all. Stay safe, be blessed, respect each other, and love one another, because together we are better. And keep dreaming big, because you never know. Your story may be the next one featured on Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet.
What's crazy is I knew you had next, because you always working, you always grinding, you're in your bag because you're always working. Like, in due time, I knew you got next. Oh, you did it, huh? Crack the code. You got next, you smashing goals. You want next, you need exposure. Well, Sports Life Talk got the baddest show, like the baddest in the room. Podcast to tune into just for you to talk your shit. Talk your mushroom. You are what you eat and you should consume. Sports Life Talk from the late night to the afternoon, then rest repeat. Hit the like, leave a comment, or subscribe so you don't miss a beat. You got next, just a small taste of a winning meal from a chef type of celebrity. What's up next is you, at least you better be. Yeah, you got next, yeah. I can feel it, you're a winner just like me. You got next, and what comes next? Tune in next time and you'll see. Cause if you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you're just like me. If you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you know where to be. I'm talking Sports Life, talking this. Yeah. Sports Life, talking this.